video o tanashimi kudasai. Enjoy the video.
山々の緑、そしてこの稲穂の緑も美しいですよね。さらに豊かな水が集落の
Hello, darling. How good to hear from you. Darling, are you feeling ill? Oh no, you poor thing. The allergies are terrible this year. Do you have any cough syrup at your flat, darling? No, darling. I'm not doing anything right now. I'd be more than happy to go pick some stuff up at Lawson for you. How are you on tea, darling? I think some mint tea would be good for you, too. Darling, don't worry about that. Doing things for you is how I show my love. And you need me there for you right now to nurse you back to health. There's no question about it. Of course, darling. Let me go get my things, and I'll let To-san know where I'm headed. I should be on the train within an hour. Is there a Lawson near your flat? Okay, I'll find it on my phone. You're so funny, darling. I don't have to do this. I want to. I want to show you all the love I have for you, which is so much. Rest until I get there, darling. Keep your ringtone on, and if you don't answer, I'll assume you fell asleep and I'll just call you, okay? I love you, darling. I'll be there shortly.
Hey, darling. I'm glad you felt good enough to answer the door. That was smart, darling. Plus, you made the sofa all cuddly. Did you take all the blankets out of the loft? Well, I'll help you make it back up there before bedtime, okay, darling? Let me make some tea for us. You can go back and sit on the sofa. I'll bring it to you when it's ready. Darling, do you take any sugar in this? Okay, I can grab some for myself though, right? Oh, thank you. Here you are. It's mint, so it needs to steep a little bit. Oh, darling, your nose is so red. Boop, you look like a reindeer. I know you don't feel spirited, though. I want you to know you still look super cute, even when you're sick. Darling, I'm always attracted to you. Oh, here, darling. A girl down the street was selling promo tissues. You want some? You need it more than me. I'll put them there, okay? I did bring overnight clothes. I figured that maybe you would sleep better with your girlfriend by your side. I know you aren't up for anything, but at least I'll be there. I'm sorry if I had assumed just... Remember when I had to rent that hotel capsule and you laid with me for a while? That in itself made me feel so much better. I thought I could be the same for you. of course I'll ask next time, darling. I should have this time. I just have trying to be more assertive like my Nason. I know. It's just me being unsure. Okay, darling, of course you can hold me. I love you. Darling, are you feeling sick? Do you need to use the bathroom? Gosh, I'm so sorry, darling. Here, put your head in my lap so I can rub it, okay? There we go. It's gonna be okay. You know, once I went to visit Kasan and the flight was just miserable. I was sick the whole way. I think it was just very turbulent, or maybe my stomach was weak. Either way, Nason had me like this and rubbed my head the whole way there. When we landed in Canada, she gave me some big sunglasses to wear through the airport. Kasan thought it was silly, but it helped me a lot. She is protective of me. I appreciate it. She's not very nice to everyone, so it feels extra special. I think so too. Sometimes I wonder if the fighting between her and Kasan is why she is how she is. I don't know, they just never got along. The one time Kasan flew her back home because they got in a fight. They're too much alike. Darling, I'm not telling you what my mom looks like. If you meet her, you'll meet her. I don't need you being a latch around her. I guess so. I trust that you wouldn't hurt me, but you are going to be attracted to other girls in life. I know that. Oh, thank you, darling. I can't wait to grow older with you. It will be so attractive with age, too. You know they say you are what you eat. I think there should be enough wine in my system to age me well, huh, darling? I think it'll work. I guess only time will tell. Here, let me get a sip of my tea if you don't mind. Darling, would you come with me to Vancouver if I went to meet my mom? I feel like she's gonna want to see me this summer. With everything going on, I haven't been able to travel for some time. I was just thinking that it would be a fun trip if you could come too, darling. Rubbing my head on the plane? Well, I hope I don't get sick again, darling. But I guess if I do, I'll have you. Oh, I'm so lucky. You know, darling, if you would do better sleeping alone tonight, I can go. I just want to take advantage of having time to stay with you. Oh, no, of course not that. I know it's not time to expect that. I know you need to rest, darling. I just thought that I wanted to be here for you. I get that sometimes you need to sprawl out in your bed, though. That's more what I meant. I guess before you got this apartment, if you wanted a girl to stay over, she'd have to be super sneaky. Never once? Oh, wow. Well, Nason did it first. She would have people over, and then I would use her method. Yeah, so there's a fire escape to the bathroom upstairs. Climb up that and meet them in there, and then tiptoe back to the room. Honestly, I've helped Neza bring people home, and she's helped me too, although I wasn't as lewd about it. I just like to cuddle. You know that, darling? Yeah, what are you thinking? What? But Tosan knows I'm here. There's no reason to sneak around. Darling, that's so lewd. Would you really want to do that? So, you want me to dress up in my old uniform and act innocent, and then climb through my window? You would have to be so careful. Tosan would probably be weirded out so much if he caught us. I don't want to think about what he did back in the day. That's so gross. But Tosan would be the one to come up with it. Was that your stomach, darling? Oh man, I never got food. I can run downstairs and go to that yakiniku place to go. Do you want me to, darling? Oh, no, darling. No, just pay me back later. I'll get it this time. You do so much for me. I really don't mind. It's just dinner. Can't be more than 3,000 yen. Please let me take care of it, darling. Can I take the key? You can trust me. Okay. Okay, I will be back soon with some dinner. Just rest. I won't be long, okay? I love you, darling. I'll be right back. Mite kurete arigatou gozaimashita. Please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Thanks, darling.